My people, the people of New Hope, have been hiding underground for 100 days now, and it's not been fun. Fearing warden attacks, or that we'll be discovered by the growing zombie horde occupying our former home, is difficult on the mental side. We attempted to bring in a great master mage named Edwin through this ancient portal. He thought he could help us deal with the undead above. To power it, we trapped a warden and used Edwin's advanced technology to pull the actual life essence from the beast and powered the portal. It almost worked, but when the master was almost through, something went wrong. He somehow split into two versions, and quickly the newer one sent him away. To where? I do not know. Alright, let me just start by saying I know why you're here. You are here to learn technical Minecraft with Fix. Yeah, that's right. I know. But all jokes aside, yeah, I don't know anything about technical Minecraft, and it's time that I learn because I need some things in this world. So, after doing a lot of building for the last couple episodes, it is time to dig into the technical stuff. Well, my people, yeah, they're gonna hang out in the ancient city for a little while longer. Now, what I'm really after here is Froglights. It's the hot new thing that I want in 1.19 so badly. And yeah, to do that, I have a lot of infrastructure I need to build. So I'm going to repair my tools first, and then after that, let's get to actual work. Froglights, not so easy to come by. Now, the first farm I need to address is one that I actually already built. It's my ink farm. It's crap. It doesn't work at all. I bet I have 0 ink in this farm, so let's look at that first. In fairness to me, I think I built this farm with no tutorial. I just kind of thought about it and thought, hey, I'm smart. I know how to do this, but I'm not smart, and I didn't know how to do it. It's very bizarre to me to see this cart going underwater with tracks. I mean, look, I don't do the technical thing at all. So to see this is the first time I've noticed. I mean, I guess I knew it was a thing, but it's weird to see it in action. Now, you know what's really fun about this farm is I get to drain it again. Yeah, I drained this already because this was a river biome, and yeah, now I get to do it again. That's fun. That's really fun. I mean, look, it's been a bunch of hundreds of days. I think I did this in episode 3 of this series, but still, I painfully remember it. All drained and all ready to go now. This is pretty good. I think I need to actually expand it a little bit, and we should be good to go, but yeah, okay. All right, this is a good start. You know, I give myself 100 days per episode from my hardcore world, and it feels like sometimes I do like 15 days before I get a usable clip. This is still day 1. I'm taking it on the beacon and moving it because I have a good deal of digging. I have to go down quite a bit deeper, I believe, to make this farm work, and yeah, I'm following a tutorial this time. I'm not gonna make this up by myself. Let me tell you the reason why I need this ink farm to work is because the next farm I'm going to build, I really need some black glass, some of that light proof glass, dark glass, tinted glass, that's what it's called, and I need some. So to do this, geez, I don't even know how to build a beacon. I'm so disoriented here, I don't even know how to build a beacon. Look at all these extra blocks. Now, unfortunately for my sanity, yeah, there's actually a river below this farm too, so much for making a really efficient farm because I didn't drain out the river directly below it, but I got to now because I need a big fall zone for this next farm, so yeah, a lot of this river's got to be filled up and drained. Okay, so I got the whole thing all drained out, and I should be ready to go. The next thing I need is gates, and I need like 1,000,000 gates. So back to chopping spruce trees, because yeah, it's a day, so that means we chop down spruce trees. So, I mean, this is the basics of the farm. Basically, you just put down gates, and the gates sort of stop the water flow, and then also stop it from escaping, and you just do this every other hole. So, yeah, okay, pretty simple. It's just a rinse and repeat pattern that I need to repeat a whole bunch of times. Now, just in the process of digging this out and getting ready for the hopper collection part, I am getting rained on by ink and squid. So honestly, I definitely don't need to expand this any further. It is very, very effective already. I have several stacks of ink just from collecting it while I dig stone. It's officially day 8 of this 100-day journey, and I needed to head back to the ancient city because that's where all of my iron is. I need a ton of hoppers to collect all this stuff. I could use a minecart collection thing, but I'd rather just use hoppers so they get every single thing and I don't have to worry about the minecart stopping at some point. I mean, it'd be one thing if I didn't have access to basically all the iron I could ever want, but I do, so really, what's the difference? It doesn't really matter. So yeah, check out all this ink. I put down just some chests and now I'm ready to just start spamming hoppers on every single block of this farm. And it took me 9 days, but I finally finished it. That farm is running effectively now. Several stacks of ink already, and I have not AFK'd for a single second yet. Should be good. Should be ready to move on. Now, the next farm I want to move on to is a slime farm because I need slime to breed frogs. I need frogs for froglights. That's my end goal of this period. So, to get mushrooms, I came down to my ancient city, and I'm just going to plant them in the darkness, and then, I guess, bone meal them and chop them up. This was really painful because I think I needed something like 10 stacks of brown mushrooms, maybe even a couple more. I finally got them, but yeah, it took a long time and it was not fun work. The next thing I need for this tinted glass, which is the reason why I need the ink, I need to find some crystals. I've never harvested them or set up a farm or anything. I've just sort of ignored geodes, but now I gotta find one. I think there's one under the arcane reception coil, at least I hope there is. And it really didn't take long at all. I found one, and hey, you know what? Bonus, I get this calcite, which is one of my favorite blocks in the entire game. Do I wish we had stairs and slabs? Heck yes, I do. That would be really great. Come on, Mojang, give us stairs and slabs for everything. Just everything, or at least all the stones. Come on. This slime farm is going to require a lot of materials, and in addition, I need to find a swamp. I think I know where one is, but I have a couple plans that we'll get to down the road. First, I just need to fill several shulkers of just raw materials that I need a lot of. One of the things I need powdered snow, and I'm going to need this actually for a couple of the farms today, and I don't know where really any is. I spent a good deal of time searching these mountains near New Hope, and no luck. This is all just regular snow. Finally, I remembered that there's some powdered snow if I just headed sort of towards that igloo. I remember there was an igloo just outside the gate. So yeah, I found it and I found a lot of it. So I brought a whole bunch of buckets and went to town. I cannot believe how many shulkers I'm going to need just for this one slime farm. Like, I'm going to need about 4 shulkers of materials, and almost none of it is building materials. This is just like the stuff I need. It's a pretty big farm. When 1.19 came out, I did use Amulet to trim all the chunks from right around my base because I wanted ancient cities nearby and also a mangrove swamp. So I believe I know where one is. I'm going to head south and see if I can find one. I think anyway. And I'm right. I actually forgot that I have this map program on here. This is perfect. It's just wonderful. So it's just south of sort of the harbor. I could actually do a road along there, and I will because I want everything to be connected in this world. But it's very close. I'm very psyched. I have an ancient city and a mangrove forest, jungle, swamp, very close to my house. Now, look, I'm not going to fly the whole way across the ocean every time, so that means back to the nether to work on this sort of connected nether pathway. Look, I admit I hate my nether pathway. I hate it completely. I just fly. I got to come up with a better thing. Maybe after 2,000 days, maybe we'll dive into the nether and really redo this thing because it stinks. I moved the nether portal, indeed found the mangrove swamp, which is awesome. I found a bunch of this rooted dirt, so I had to come back anyway, so I started placing it around. It is so cool. What an awesome block. I came back and grabbed a whole bunch of cobblestone just so I can widen my path so I maybe won't fall to my death. I did not mess around with the snapshots at all, so this really is truly my first time really checking out the mangrove swamp, and it is awesome. It's so great. What a great addition to the game. I am super psyched about it. It's nighttime and this swamp is incredibly scary. There are monsters everywhere. I neglected to bring a bed too, so yeah, back to the nether to do some math work. Why not? While I'm working on this path, let's go ahead and check out a lore segment. I think you're really, really gonna like it. Can you hear me?
I can.
What are you?
I am not sure. I was a seer? Yes, that's what I was.
A seer? What does that mean?
Ancient people have called me the Oracle. I did like that name.
Okay, Mr. Oracle. What is a seer?
I see everything. Every world, every universe, everything. But now, things are different.
Different how?
I don't believe I ever had shape. This form is new.
Well, you look like the one who was going to help us. Where did you send him?
Yes, Edwin, right? I'm remembering now. Joining with his form was so very confusing.
It is vital that we bring Edwin to us. He thought he could help us.
Help? With what?
The undead have taken our city. That is why we are hiding here.
Your city, New Hope, I believe?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. I watched with great interest as you built the arcane reception coil. It was to contact Edwin, Fred, and your old captain.
I don't understand. You saw that?
I see everything, Mr. Tepic. I see every world from the beginning.
You saw Tovlin, where I was before I was teleported here?
Oh, yes. I saw Tovlin right up until Cal ended it. I've seen the end of so many worlds. He really must be stopped.
What are you showing me?
Worlds that are no longer.
Amazing.
Yes, some of the most beautiful things created by man since the singularity. So many worlds are gone, destroyed by the very same AI that was sent to populate the universe.
We may have a chance to stop Cal, but we can't from this long-forgotten city. Can you help us?
Before this merge with Edwin, no. I only had the power to observe, but now, perhaps. It seems I took some of Edwin's power. There may be a way.
Oh, I may have made a terrible mistake. I decided to put this slime farm right in the middle of this mangrove swamp, and it is such a pain to clear out the amount of space that I need. I have cut down so many mangrove trees, I can't believe. Now look, it's a good thing. It's a good thing because I need all this wood. It's going to be great to build with later, but oh, what a grind this is. This is such a perfect location in so many ways. First, I'm going to get a ton of mud just from cleaning this out. Secondly, there's a villager outpost just over there. And thirdly, it's a mangrove swamp, so I'm getting all the wood. I mean, this is perfect. Everything is lining up great for this farm. That all being said, though, I am going to need to go get my beacon because, yeah, I have a lot of digging. The mud is fast, but I got to go down actually quite a bit lower than that. I kind of thought by day 17 that I would be done with these two farms, and I haven't really even started the slime farm yet, so we're not exactly on schedule. Well, we'll see how the 100 days plays out. Oh, the rain is coming down. Excuse the frame loss here, but it's something else. You know, I'm digging mud in a mangrove swamp in the rain. I can't believe this is vanilla Minecraft. It's so great. Oh, I love this update so much. After I finally got this thing dug out, I think it's 32 by 32, I just got to find the center block because that is where the iron golem is going to be that's going to sort of summon the slimes into it. After you find the center, you pop down a chest and a hopper and get to work. This farm is an El Mango design, and it's really, really cool. You do have to dig down to sea level. Now, if I had built this in a proper swamp, I could have just built it over the water, but I really wanted to be in a mangrove swamp for a future build. That's why I went ahead and took the time to dig it down, and also, hey, I get all the mud, too. After building this small little sort of water platform to push the slimes into the powdered snow, it's time to put down this awesome new device, powdered snow. Such a great killing mechanic for mobs. Now, I have no plans on making these farms look good at all. Later on, we're going to come back and do another episode where we actually make them look pretty. For now, let's just get them working. It's Iron Golem time. I mean, hypothetically, this guy should just fall right in the trapdoor and live there for the rest of time. Nice. He's actually not going to do anything. He's just going to stand there and let the slimes try to kill him. After building out the giant spawning platform, and for some reason lower slabs around the outside, I don't know. El Mango said do it, so I did it. Now we're going to put stairs in, and then above that is going to be this new awesome tinted glass. First time putting this stuff down, and it looks so cool. I can't even believe it's in vanilla. Second time I've said that this episode. It's amazing. I can't believe we have tinted glass in vanilla Minecraft. Freaking awesome. Now, unfortunately, I did put all of my chests to hold all of the stone and cobble and ores and mud and everything right in the middle of where my mob farm is going to be, my slime farm. Yeah, so I got to move it all. And so for right now, just put up some more temporary chests. So yeah, I'm going to have a lot of trips at some point to get all this stuff back home. On top of the tinted glass goes slabs. I assume that there's going to be a lot of slabs coming up. I'm following this tutorial step by step and have not watched it to its completion yet, so just kind of guessing. But I guess we probably don't want a bunch of spawnable surfaces on top, or at least maybe we'll just light up. I don't know. I'm just doing what he says. While I'm doing this busy work, I want to plug my second channel a little bit because I have a second video game channel that is, at one point was going to be things like Elder Scrolls and stuff like that, but honestly, it may turn into a Minecraft channel because I have an idea that I want to do. I love the old traditional Let's Play format. Now, it's not something that's very popular or in vogue these days, but I think maybe a second channel could be a perfect place for it, where I can just sort of play Minecraft, turn on the mic, talk to you guys as my friends, and just sort of shoot the breeze, talk about current events, talk about things that are going on. I don't really plan on live streaming anymore for a whole bunch of reasons, which I will discuss on that channel. So if you're not subscribed, go down in the description of this video and click subscribe to the second channel, because if I see more love there, then I'm going to do more videos there where they're like the old school Minecraft Let's Play video that I really want to do. And we'll see, maybe vanilla, maybe modded, I'm not sure, maybe even from this world. I don't really know where it's going to be from, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh my goodness, while I was doing this, a skeleton almost killed my iron golem because I didn't light up the inside while I'm working. And yeah, that was really close. I'm going to guess how this works. I think mushrooms give out a light level of 1, and I think slimes are the only thing in 1.19 that can spawn at light level 1 in swamps or certain places. So I think that's how this works. So we're putting mushrooms on every single block. I don't think the kind of block matters. It just matters that light level is 1 and not higher and not lower. I went ahead and built an AFK platform. AFKing is not something I plan on doing in this world because of the format of the video that I've chosen to do. If I only give myself 100 days, I'd spend any of those days AFK. I put a little glass box at the top and then go down for my scaffolding. Why am I getting hurt? What? Oh yeah, wait, hold on. This isn't how you can go down to the bottom and break it all. I did want to test this farm. Unlike the squid farm that I'm very convinced will work, I'm not 100% convinced this will work. So I spent 20 minutes, that's one Minecraft day, in the AFK box, and this is what I got. I got 3 full stacks and a little bit extra. That is not bad at all. With my second farm done, it's time to move on. I think I have everything cleared out and we should be ready to go. It took a ton of trips back and forth, but before I go, I want to check something. Oh, I think I saw it. You know, allays spawn in these villager outposts, and I'm not going to do anything with them or take them, but look at them. They're right in there. Yeah, I'm going to get shot here probably, but yeah, they are there. So there are allays here. So at some point, I'm going to come back and rescue these guys. For right now, though, I just am happy to know that there are some very close to my base. This is not a today issue, but it is a soon issue. I am really running out of storage. I thought this building would be big enough. It would be my forever storage, but honestly, it's not gonna make it. I have so many more blocks than I expected. Now, it's time to set up some sort of, well, we're not quite yet to the Froglight time, but I need frogs first. And I need frogs to set up a frog breeding farm so that later on I can use them for other things. But yeah, finding frogs is turning into a real issue. After a ton of searching, I found one frog. Hooray, one frog. It's pretty awesome. These animations are really cool in the frogs. I was so happy, and now I'm so worried about my frog. He fell off my little path. I'm so close to home, but he fell off, and I don't know what to do. Maybe I could, no, he fell in lava. Oh no. Hey, found another frog. Check it out. That's pretty cool. Now, the next tough decision I have to make is what to do with my frogs. So I managed to get 3 frogs back alive and ready to go back to New Hope. And I don't want to just stick them in like a house or something. I want to build a frog habitat so that I can breed them in that spot. I just don't know where to put it. Yeah, sure, I have a bunch of open space, but I'm planning on houses. So I found that spot right up to the top of the screen where I'm going to build a very organically shaped frog habitat. Another concern, though, is that these frogs can really jump. I don't remember exactly how high, but it's more than a couple blocks. So that means I need to have walls that are more than a couple blocks tall. But I have a plan that I think might actually work. If I build an overhang, perhaps that will keep them in, kind of like it works with spiders, right? And I really want to go all in with this frog habitat idea. I want it to look like it's a little spot of nature, almost like a zoo, like a frog zoo, where they can live there forever and breed, and I can get all the different kinds of frogs by taking tadpoles to random different biomes, either cold, hot, or medium. I guess this is medium, so cold or hot. Also, I want this to blend in, so I grabbed some spruce and I'm adding in supports just like the walls. So this is going to kind of look like city walls, just sort of extend this way. I think it's going to blend in really well, but then when we add some sort of roof, maybe even mangrove or something a little bit more colorful, it should stand out just a bit. I think it's going to be a nice blend of old and new. And finally, on day 31 of the 100 days, I am about ready to actually breed the frogs. So I brought 2 in here and I saved the other one back in a boat in my storage area just to make sure that he's safe in case something happens. Okay, well, I learned something. The overhang does not prevent them from jumping out. This dude jumped right over the wall. I actually Googled it, and they can jump 6 blocks tall. So some areas are more than 6, but some areas, unfortunately, less than 6. So okay, yeah, I'm going to have to make the walls a little taller than I really wanted to, but I can live with that. Now, I had talked about using this mangrove wood, and I really, really want to. I just think it's cool. It's new. It's such a unique color. I really love it. So, yeah, I'm going to use it up here. I'm going to use both the stripped logs, and actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the mangrove planks as well. An idea I had was to actually go all in on the mangrove and use the mangrove leaves as well. So use all 3 different sort of things. And I think it's going to be really cool. So I actually just used leaves as a sort of almost wallpaper and then put lights in behind it to make it really glow, I hope. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it at night yet. I think it's going to work great, though. Oh, I'm so happy that I have slime, and I'm so happy that I can breed these frogs. So let's go, dudes. Do your thing. Now, it takes tadpoles apparently a while to hatch. So while it's going, I'm going to continue working on sort of the infrastructure for my place here, just adding in some coarse dirt, some soul sand, all the stuff that's going to make this look like a whole bunch of frogs live in this little sanctuary area. It's starting to look really nice already. On day 36, I'm going to call this another done farm. Look how many frogs I got. I only have 2 white ones, and the rest are just normal, but I don't really need that. I need the tadpoles to take to various areas. Armed with a couple buckets full of water, I went and scooped up a whole bunch of tadpoles, and it's time. Now, I can take one of my white frogs to the magma farm that I'm going to eventually make, and I can take a regular one, of course, but then I also need the cold biome, so this is what I got to do next. I made a little tiny sort of just cobblestone-y place just up the hill from New Hope where I was getting all the powdered snow, thinking let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll just build a little hut up here right around that igloo, and then I'll be able to get powdered snow and also my cold frogs all in the same place. Finish the little rough in. This is supposed to be maybe like an abandoned outpost or an old garrison or something. I'm not sure lore-wise. The one thing I had to make sure I did was put a roof over the water because it would freeze and turn into ice, and I think you have to put the tadpoles in water, I think. Though, I could be completely wrong, but regardless, once they turn into frogs, then I can move them into the nether, and we should be good to go. You say there may be a way you can help?
I have no interest in seeing the entire universe wiped out by a ruthless AI.
How? What can you do?
There is a power in this void, this place between worlds. Perhaps it is some of Edwin's power left over. Oh, he was so strong.
Was? Is he dead?
Oh, goodness, no. I simply sent him away. It was so confusing having tangible form for the first time in my very long, long life.
Can you come through the portal?
I may be able to, but it will take some time to gather enough energy. I will begin my meditations. I will contact you when I'm ready.
Green frogs, I got them. I really, really got them. Green frogs, I got them. Ooh, baby, I got green frogs. I took my frogs, my green one, my regular one, I don't know, brown one I guess, and took it over to the storage area because I'm headed to the nether. Well, eventually I'm headed to the nether. I just tied them all up for right now because I have to actually find a magma spawner for this next farm. Now for this next farm, I need a ton of glass. I actually want to see what's going on here with the frogs and the magma cubes. I just think it's going to look really cool. Eventually, I'm going to make all these farms look really good, but this is one that I want to spend a little bit of time on making look decent. The other thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need a ton of powdered snow, almost a whole shulker, I think like 27 or something. So yeah, I've brought a shulker and a whole bunch more buckets, and it's time to get collecting. I have 2.5 shulkers full of materials, and I think it's time to go hunting for a magma cube spawner. I got very, very lucky. The very nearest bastion to my base actually has a magma cube spawner. I don't think that they all do, so I think that's very fortunate. And now the only thing I have to do is build a walkway about 7,000 blocks to get there. It's not terrible, but it's going to take some time. I talked about this before, but I'm going to be very annoyed by this whenever I reset my nether eventually and do something better with it. But yeah, I am making all my paths too wide because I really, really don't want a skeleton to knock me into lava and end my hardcore world. Yeah, I didn't catch it on camera. Unfortunately, it was on replay mod. You have to look really hard to see it on that last replay if you want to, but I popped a totem. It's the first time I popped a totem in, wow, like 1,400 days probably. It's been quite a while, but yeah, the magma cubes got a little intense. A bunch of the big ones spawned right on top of my head and I couldn't get away, and I popped a totem. Thank goodness I got to a little 1x2 passageway so they couldn't follow me in. Yeah, it was pretty scary. So I am now operating without a totem. I don't have any more totems. That was my last one. So that's the situation we're in. I'm in the nether working on a magma cube farm without any totems in my hardcore world. Yeah. After I got this area dug out, I'm going to put in the collection bit for the froglights. And while I'm doing this, if you are not subscribed, do it. Hit the subscribe button because I have a lot of amazingly cool content coming. I have plans for not just this series, but also Dominion and also a very special video and a couple other things coming out in the near future. So hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Please, I'm begging. I'm begging. I'm not beyond begging. I'll do it. I'm begging right now. That's what I do now. I have the bastion all basically working right now. It's not very pretty on the inside, but I do want to make sure that I have a path to get there because I'm going to want to AFK here. This is going to be the one that I probably AFK at. Not this 100 days, but eventually because I want to use a lot of froglights just to build out of in general. And yeah, I mean, you know, they're awesome. They're amazing things. I wish I didn't have to travel like almost 10,000 blocks just to do it. But hey, Ian, get out of here, you jerk gas. Okay, so it's all set up. Everything is good. Now it should be fairly safe to bring my frogs. So I'm going to put my stuff away and, well, let's hope I can get all 3 there alive. It actually works. This is so great. So I took my 3 frogs and I found a little hole. Well, I mean, I left a hole to put them in. I'm going to sort of stuff them in as quick as I can and get the heck out of here. And yeah, then just sort of profit. I mean, this is fantastic. I'm not going to AFK here because I have so many things I still want to do in this particular 100 days video, but I am going to take some time to sort of putz around here, do a little bit of decorating, light everything up, make a very safe AFK spot that's all slabbed off and, you know, or glass or whatever, just to keep mobs from spawning, super well lit and all that. But with all that done, it's time to move on to probably the biggest project of the 100 days, and that is my last farm that I really want to accomplish now, which is kind of an emergency farm now. I need a raid farm. I need a farm to get totems because I don't have any anymore. That means I cannot screw up possibly one time. This is it. The whole world goes away if I make one mistake now.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight. And now I'm losing sleep. What if I
You know, I don't usually even check out tracks with words because I know I'm not going to want to use it, but every once in a while for a time lapse, it's nice to stick that in. I really like the feel of it. That's by Gamma Skies, Cospa, and Ebba. It is pretty cool. Amazingly, I have to move my beacon again. I cannot believe how often I have moved this in a singular Minecraft episode. But yeah, I got to move it again. Maybe I should just get another beacon. Luckily, where I'm doing my raid farm is very, very, very close to my slime farm and also that pillager tower. Well, that's why I picked this area. After spending a lot of time doing landscaping, I have sort of changed gears on the design that I want to go for this farm. Because I'm thinking down the road. I'm not thinking of just functional farm for now. I'm thinking of the epic build that it will eventually house, and it's going to be huge. So, unfortunately, that means I need to clear out another huge part of a mangrove swamp again, and a bunch more mud and a bunch more digging, but it's going to be worth it eventually. So instead of just making a nice slope down, I want to make a giant, enormous, like 100 by 100 circle. That's what I want to do for the raid farm. I want to make a giant circle where they fall down in the middle, and I'm going to build a structure around it later. I just have been digging so much. This is actually day 65. The last clip was day 59. So yeah, big jump, and you can see why I didn't show much. Just a lot of digging and listening to my audiobook called House of Blades by Will White, which I actually listened to a long time ago, and I didn't remember a lot about it, so I'm re-listening to it, and it's really fantastic. I really enjoy it. If you're looking for something to listen to, it's great. Hey, check it out. It's already working. Yeah, not really. These guys just dropped by, I guess, just to see what I'm doing, but no, I'm coming for you guys. It's been a few weeks since talking to the Oracle last. I check periodically in the portal, but he just hovers there and doesn't seem to hear me when I call out. I'm not sure how to proceed. The people are anxious to return to New Hope and excited that we may have a way to rid the city of the undead horde, but for now, we just wait. In other, less official news, I've met someone here. I suppose it was a matter of time after appearing here on Fixtopia some 4.5 years ago. I grew close to one of the villagers. We've been planning on marrying when we take back New Hope, but after discussing it with her this morning, I think we'll have a small ceremony here in our ancient city vacation home. I am very excited to start this new phase of life. Oh, I love the salsa music, especially with trumpet front and center like it should be. I tell you what, I've been spending a bunch of trips taking all my stuff back. I really need more shulkers. I gotta go seriously end busting at some point. I think I only have like 6. I mean, like, I know I have a lot more. I just don't know where they are. I left them in some build somewhere. If you're a Patreon or a YouTube member and you get a world download, which you do every 100 days, could you go and find my shulkers for me? Because I don't know where they are. They're gone. I don't know. I actually had to go underground to find more obsidian because I want to put a portal at my raid farm as well. And this is going to be really, really good. In fact, I don't really need it at my slime farm as much as I need it at my raid farm probably. So maybe I'll just use this one and sort of move the exit portal. It is day 89 and finally time to get rid of this beacon and get ready to actually test the raid farm. I really hope I don't die. Now, I don't have an exact future build in mind yet. Exactly. I have sort of a vague idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put the raid farm right in the middle, thinking that all the pillagers will just sort of spawn all around it and just walk right to the middle where they'll just fall in a hole and I can kill them. While I'm working on this raid farm, I want to say very quickly, don't leave at the end of the video. You got to hang around until the epilogue because it's probably the animation that I have worked the longest and hardest on ever. And it's kind of a meaningful one for me, as cheesy as it is. I think you'll really enjoy it. I think I should be all set to go. I'm moving my slime portal over there. I have everything all set for the raid farm, and Well, it's time to test it. Yeah, wait a second. I forgot the most important thing. I forgot actually my villager. You have to have a villager to make a raid farm, and I forgot him. So I've had this one villager sitting in my villager trading area for ages, for like 1,500 days. It's time that he finally has a use. I pushed this dude. I pushed and pushed. He would not go in the hole, would not go in the hole. Then finally the sun went down and he just like walked in the hole. All right, cool. Now, you got to put lava up in the top because I think that's what kills the Ravagers. And then I'm going to need like water to make all the pillagers rather, go into the hole that I'm going to dig in the center. I mean, this is so easy. This should work. I mean, nearly last. I just got to dig, 27 blocks down, which, by the way, if you notice my Steve skin, we're in the middle of house construction and I don't have internet for a few days. So, yeah, I couldn't get my skin from the Mojang servers. I'm flying over to get Bad Omen. I'd like to get Bad Omen maybe like at least 3, maybe. That'd be kind of nice. But while I get my Bad Omen effect, I want to mention, if you want to hear all about our unbelievable money pit house construction woes, which has been such a rough experience, I made a video on my second channel that just sort of talked about everything, kind of like a live stream. So I know I mentioned that earlier in the video, but if you're not subscribed still, this is your second call. Go subscribe to that, because that's our chance to sort of hang out and just chat like, people chat like we do. It has worked perfectly. So this is my first raid test, and it worked absolutely perfectly. The pillagers swarmed in there, no problem at all. At one point, there was one point where a couple of them got stuck sort of on the rim, so I need to go take care of that, but it worked great. It took me about 3 or 4 more Minecraft days to get all the walls just sort of roughed in. And yeah, they look terrible right now, but at least I don't think mobs will get caught on sort of overhang. So they're all straight up and straight down. So if any pillagers spawn, they can walk right over the edge of the cliff and come to try to get our villager. Nice. Because I only have 3 days left in this 100-day block, I just decided to just go ahead and just begin the outline of some sort of design on this place. I'm not going to work more on it right now. It's fine. It is what it is. But hey, you know what? After only one raid, I ended up with 7 totems and I had none before. So this is terrific. Let's check out our slimes and we will head home. There's one more thing I want to check though before we're done for the episodes. I got a bunch of comments last episode saying, hey, even if you name tag a warden after you go away from the area, he will despawn. But I don't think that's the case. But let's go check on old Wally, shall we? Oh yeah, he's still there. He's still there. Wally the Warden, still keeping my ancient city company. Sorry, everybody. Maybe that wasn't the best idea ever, but he hasn't killed me yet. The last thing I want to do, though, is I want to build this little chapel area right here. I spent the last couple of days just building it because of the lore bit that is coming. So, well, if you've been paying attention to the lore segments, you probably know what it is. But yeah, I thought it would be really nice to have this here for all time. So let's do it. And just like that, it is day 1,700 days in hardcore Minecraft. If you haven't liked the video yet, this is your last chance. Like it, and then enjoy the epilogue. I'll see you all next time.